Did you know that the famous Honda Cog commercial actually had 2 Rube Goldberg machines and not 1? Yeah, me neither, in fact. That's pretty incredible that it was hidden so well, but it is in fact 2 Rube Goldberg machines and 1, and I'll explain to you how. Diving straight into this contraption, which is one that I've watched, I couldn't tell you how many times. It's really clever how they created that inclined plane. That's a car jack right there. I have never worked on cars, to my great shame, especially working with someone such as Richard Hammond. So now we have these one metal turny thing hits the next. A lot of people think that there's a lot of CGI in this contraption. There's not. It is a genuine Rube Goldberg machine. Excuse me, it is a genuine 2 Rube Goldberg machines. Fun fact, it rolls and then it gets a big oomph of momentum. And that's the weight, just glued or duct taped inside. It's still a very classic Rube Goldberg machine. It has the simple machines involved with it. The zip line, inclined planes, wheel and axle, a lever, a seesaw action. The 6 simple machines are the bread and butter behind Rube Goldberg's. I do notice that the nuts slowed down. There is a little bit of viscosity to this oil. Classic Rube Goldberg step, whereby one piece of metal comes in contact with another piece of metal, completing the circuit and activating this fan. Absolutely beautiful here. It unplugs. This machine is wonderful and artistic because there's so many slow-moving components. You're able to really see every single action that occurs. Whereas a lot of Rube Goldberg machines, especially in the contest level, one thing happens after the next, and you can never catch all the steps. Right now, so right before this muffler starts, I want everyone to take a very close look. Did you see it? I bet you didn't. Let's watch it again. As I promised, there are 2 Rube Goldberg machines, not 1 in this contraption. Take a look at the molding on the side of the wall, and you can see there is the slight little splice right there. If you don't catch it, I don't blame you because I didn't catch it for 20 years. But it was confirmed that, in fact, they could not get this thing to work all the way through. There's a cut in the video, and because it was purposely done, whereby one machine ends and then they started it all over again, this does, in fact, make it 2 Rube Goldberg machines in one commercial. They did film it in 2 different stages over the course of several days. A little catapult causing the tire to drop into the string, releasing the hammer gag. Very classic Rube Goldberg steps. And this can completes a circuit. Metal of the can completes the circuit where there's the metal down below. That then activates the car windows to roll down into the, my mom calls them the Jesus bar handles. Another circuit completing. There is a sensor in there which allows the windshield wipers to crawl across the floor. The windshield, as it swings around, generates some wind. Brilliant. Dangerous, but brilliant. That is just the slightest vibration in order to make that work. Having worked on these sets, I know there's around 20 to 30 people around this machine that you can't see. You don't want to be anywhere near where this thing is going because it can just, a light breeze, somebody walking incorrectly, a sneeze, they can trigger these things prematurely. So very brave to the people who built this contraption. As this goes into the dash, it causes that to complete a circuit, allowing the speakers to vibrate. Spring causes the weight to drop, hitting the key fob, causing the trunk to close, activating the seesaw, allowing the car to roll, releasing the string, causing the weight to pull the sign down, and we have one of the most amazing advertisements in history. But that's not all. So that one's called Honda the Cog with a C. Did you know that there's one called Honda the Cog with a K? Already, if we do the comparison versus the first video, we can see that in this first video, the gears roll really nicely. And in this one, the gears already just seem to be rolling a little bit more haphazardly. crankshaft just boom, flew down. And just fully fell apart. I can certainly see the gag here with only using Honda genuine parts. This is the gold standard of Rube Goldberg machines. This is the one that paved the way for myself and the Zen Labs team over the past 20 years that has allowed us to do all the amazing things, because so many advertising companies have looked at this and gone, wow, Rube Goldberg machines are a very effective marketing tool that we can utilize. And honestly kept me in business because someone crazy like myself is out here building these amazing contraptions. I'm Zach with Zach's Contraptions. If you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and just stay tuned for everything more Rube Goldberg related.